peace to the gods, the goddesses, the kings, the queens, and all the children of the Most High. This is Professor L. Once again, I do not come to play. I come to drop that science and resurrect the consciousness of the gods. Today's lecture is very, very crucial in understanding in terms of resurrecting your consciousness as a god. Today's lecture is about judgment, or judging. Not judgment, but judging. Many of us have heard the term, and I think it's written. Well, I know it's written. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Now, how does judging work within consciousness? Your consciousness is all that you see. Your consciousness. Your consciousness. Everything begins with you. You are the light activating source of all that you're looking at. Even this video. You are imagining that you're watching this. You attracted this information. You're on the level to understand this frequency that this information is being delivered on. Everything begins with you. So now, in terms of judgment, the reason they say judge not lest ye be judged, you have to understand the masters know the structure of the human form. The masters know that you and everybody that you see is a reflected light image of you. They come straight from here. Reflected light on your pineal gland. So you basically created the image that you see. We are instructed not to judge the image that we see, because whatever behavior that you perceive that you don't like that the image is doing, you, as the original source of the light that you're looking at, created it. In other words, if somebody is doing something that you don't like, you created that image. They are merely a reflected light image of your thoughts. So that means their behavior is something that you was thinking about, and now they're merely reflecting the light image of what you were thinking. Hello. So don't judge them for their behavior, because then they can turn around and judge you for the area of your flaws. Judge not, lest ye be judged. If you are the light, you are the center of the universe, you are the God emitting your thoughts. Your thoughts are reflected light images. Doesn't matter where you are, your thoughts is always reflected light images. I have another lecture coming up called The Room of Judgment. You want to watch that one. As a matter of fact, that one is in one of my older videos. That's if you want to go back and listen to one of those. I had a different type of delivery at that time. Be warned. So anyway, you do not judge because you created all the reflected images that you see. And if one of the reflected images is conducting themselves with a certain behavior, it doesn't matter what they're doing. Murder, rape, killing, being loving, lifting up, cherishing. It doesn't matter what the person is doing. They're merely reflecting an image of your thoughts. So don't judge them, because everything you're looking at is your created light reflection. When I used to study the scriptures, I used to wonder, how this Jesus, especially when you study the New Testament, the four Gospels, went around certain people. People would question, well, why was Jesus with Mary? Wasn't she Wasn't she a prostitute? Or why would he go with Matthew? Wasn't he the tax collector that was stealing money from people? You have to understand high consciousness. You see, Jesus, if you believe in Jesus, the master, wisdom from the ancients, that's what Jesus represents in real life. Wisdom from the ancients. You have to understand, even if you point to a man that had all this knowledge, where did this man get his knowledge? Wisdom of the ancients. Hello. Everything is the wisdom of the ancients. No one particular person really responsible for the wisdom of the ancients, because the ancients presented all knowledge and wrote down all knowledge and wisdom. That's why Jesus himself says in John 10:34 and 35, "Is it not written that I said, I, intelligence, within?" You gotta understand these sciences. Everything is science and math and numbers. So, getting back now. Jesus knew the form of the human structure. So therefore, those who conducted themselves in certain behaviors around him, he did not judge them. Why? Well, number one, Jesus knew one of the principal laws of frequency vibration. Higher frequency overrules lower frequency. I'm going to have a lecture on that one. You might want to catch it. Higher frequency overrules lower frequency. In other words, when your frequency is high, it doesn't matter what the next person is doing. If they're conducting themselves with low frequency energy in terms of their behavior, you maintain high frequency. Your high frequency will overrule their behavior. So when Jesus, if you believe in Jesus, I know this Jesus. When Jesus was around people of certain behavior that other people deemed low behavior status, he knew that his frequency transformed their behavior and their thoughts. High frequency overrules low frequency. Principal law in the laws of the universe. Got to study the law of vibration. It's in there. That's why I say that Kabbalion, it drops that science, but you got to be ready for that level of study. That's why, like I said, me studying that Bible, I didn't realize it was taking me to the next level of study. I'm sitting there saying, yo, come on, I remember these stories. David, John, all of these people, Luke, Mark, oh, come on. I didn't realize there's lessons behind those studies that you're going to get in your life experiences. And when you master these lessons, you go to the next level, so the universe opens new doors of knowledge that takes you higher in terms of your ascension. Let's get back to judge not. So Jesus is not, he didn't judge Matthew because he stole money and he was a bad tax collector and he was overcharging people. He didn't judge him because he knew that in his presence, Matthew's behavior was subdued and his high frequency overruled Matthew's low frequency behavior. Same thing with Mary Magdalene, so-called prostitute. So there was no judgment on his part in terms of being in their presence. Judge not, lest ye be judged. You see, you have to understand the law of attraction, how it works with judging. You start judging, oh, look at that one doing this, that one doing that, or he did this, or she did that. Well, now you're open to judgment. Once you understand that everything you see going on within your reflected light image is activated, initiated, created by your thoughts, you don't judge the person for their behavior. What you do is you say, I will not do that. See what I said? I, intelligence. The intelligence in you will not do that. And also, you will not judge that person for their behavior, but you will continue to love them. And by you showing this high level of love, this high level of love activates transformation in them, because high frequency overrules low frequency. Hello. Judge not, lest ye be judged within your own illusion. You are the source of the light. Therefore, try never to put the light as a source in a position to be judged by its own reflection. This is Professor L. And once again, I hope somebody got a word. But I know that if your heart is true to the reception of wisdom, because wisdom resonates on a high frequency, so there are those who this information will go over their head. There are those who will grab this information and hold it for a minute. And then there are those who will run with this information and let it help them ascend and know that a lesson is coming to make sure they learned it. This is Professor L. Resurrection of the Gods TV. Peace to the gods, the goddesses, the kings, the queens, and all the children of the Most High. May we ascend in the wisdom of the ancients. Peace.